Metro. On WDET, I'm Tia Graham. The Detroit Youth Choir has had an inspiring rise from the city of Detroit to some of the largest stages in the entertainment industry. If you're not familiar with the young performers, they have lit up stages from America's Got Talent to the stages of Carnegie Hall. And now the choir is preparing to take on an iconic musical. The Color Purple, a novel by Alice Walker, is a celebrated story that was adapted into a Steven Spielberg film and a Tony Award-winning musical. The tale spans 40 years of life for Celie, a black girl turned woman living in the South during the early 1900s. After her abusive father marries her off to Mr. Albert Johnson, life does not improve. Celie finds love and connection where she can, and ultimately, Celie's goal is to find her sister. Detroit Youth Choir will be performing the musical at the Hawk Theater in Farmington Hills, June 26th through June 28th. Jala Jackson is the director of theater production for Detroit Youth Choir and one of the directors of the musical. DJ Whitfield is a recent graduate of Taylor Preparatory Academy, and he plays Mr. And Sydney Thomas is a junior at Novi High School, and she plays the lead role of Shug Avery. All three joined me in studio to discuss their upcoming performances, the challenges and triumphs they faced along the way, and their expectations for the shows. They begin by explaining to me why the company selected The Color Purple in the first place, but we begin with a brief clip of their rehearsal.
What? I can warn you about this. I'm a bitch of being a death boy. Get my belt.
Before we picked the cast, we had to talk about what this show means to us and why we're putting on the show, because it is a show where most people would think that only it's too adult, like the themes are too mature. However, we have students like DJ, he's going to college. There are things in the show that you can take from and learn from, and also our students, they're getting older, and we can't shield people away from the world forever. So I feel like the way that we've done this, we had to realize what story are we going to tell where it's truthful, but also something that's not too out of the box where our high schoolers cannot play those characters. So we did a lot of research. We watched some other performances. We watched the films and some other stage performances to see what elements that we could pull out. There have been other high schools or other schools that have done this show as well. So we got some ideas from that. Before that process started, we started introducing the music and giving them some prep time. They've had some of the sides or the audition material since Christmas break?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they spent a lot of time over Christmas preparing, and they reached out to some of us on staff to, try to get prepared, and they've been locked in ever since we've started.
Wow. That just takes so much dedication and being prepared for the moment type of situation with these kids. Now, and these ain't kids. These are young adults. These are teens.
I've known DJ since he was 14?
Oh.
He's been young. Yeah, no, younger than that. He's grown up in front of my eyes because I've been with DYC for the last 6 years. So it's been amazing to see him grow up. And Sydney is new to me, but she's grown so much from when I've met her. And this character, she has brought so much. Her audition blew me away. I didn't even expect, because I didn't know her, so I didn't expect that. And her audition blew me away. And I was I have to have her as a principal character. She was so good. So I'm really proud of both of these students. They're amazing.
And heading forward to the kids here. Let's talk to the kids again. I keep calling y'all kids. This is because y'all so young still. But you have so much to look forward to in life. You so much to look forward to. So that's why I keep saying kids. So, DJ.
Yes.
You're playing Mr.
Yes.
Now that's an iconic role. What excites you most about this particular role?
I believe being able to kind of portray it in my own light, because I know we've had Danny Glover, Coleman Domingo, in so many different ways. So many different ways in the book he's been portrayed and played, and they kind of have their own kind of Mr. aura to them in a way. And with me as a person, I'm not like that. I don't it's really, I'm far away. It's been a little struggle to try to get there, but I'm still kind of adding my personality and however his character is supposed to be portrayed. While I am still trying to get that light through him, I'm still kind of thinking about how can I get DJ to still come through so that they can see DJ is playing the role, but he's not really playing it, but he's embodying the role of Mr.
You ain't never gonna hit wrong. Young man, you even try to find me, and she gonna be the one to pay.
Don't forget me, Celie. Name right? I write it every day. Nothing but devil.
For you, once again, you graduated from high school. Now you're going onwards to college.
Yes.
How difficult was this role? Oftentimes you may have said some things or done some things on the stage and you thought to yourself, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah. I think it's really opening my eyes to like really let me know what I want to do for the rest of my life. And it's letting me know that sometimes I got to take that step, or I got to really just think about it in a different light. And I got to think about it as, okay, when I'm on the stage, I got to portray this character. I got to do what I can do to get the energy across to the audience, to make them feel something, or like so they can take away something from whenever I'm on stage. So if I got to play this character that's mean and aggressive and does whatever he does, I got to do it. If I play a character that's kind of like me but still has to be different or has to be a character, I got to do what I got to do. So yeah.
And so doing the research, and I'm gonna ask you both, but doing the research and trying to embody that particular time period, did you ever think, you know what, let me just put my Gen Z flair on it?
I think in a personality aspect, I would say obviously the grammar and the way that they said things was very different in those times. It's almost like a tongue twister in a way, and I don't know how they talked like that. But I with the kind of Gen Z spin to it, I feel like our personalities can come across through it. The way like our body gestures and the way we like do certain type of things, it means the same thing. But it's just that might not have been what happened around that time. But since we can use our like Gen Z and the things that are happening right now to get the emotion across to the audience, it'll be like way easier to get the message.
Yes. Now, Sydney, you're playing Shug Avery.
Yeah.
How did you adapt or try to reimagine who Shug was for today?
So I, like DJ, I did a lot of research when it came down to this role. Jennifer Hudson, Heather Hadley, all of them, those are my inspo for her. At the same time, though, I've been told a lot to make Shug my own. So the fact that I, like DJ said, I get to put my own spin onto her, but also take from these like amazing actresses and all that stuff, it helps. So
it's cool. So what excites you the most about this particular performance? Is this one of your first large performances, or is this?
Yeah, this is my very first, like, I've never done acting before this. I've never been on like a stage before. This is my very first one. So it's really, really, really exciting. And I actually get to show people like that I can do this type of thing. I remember in my audition talking to Jala and them, I told them like, I want to show that I can actually like be loud, like I can sing and stuff, like I can showcase my talent, because I'm always, you know, in the background like a tiny bit, but still at the same time showcasing my talent. I feel like that's really my goal, but also entertaining everyone.
So did you decide to audition for Detroit Youth Choir because you saw it somewhere, or like what inspired you to audition?
I auditioned into this choir after AGT in 2019, and I was 9 at the time, so I was a baby. I was little, and I was like, why, like, they're doing all that? I want to do that too. And actually, my cousin auditioned first because I was too scared. I was really scared. I did not want to do it by myself. So it took both of us a little bit of courage to actually audition. Then he got in, and then the year after, I joined. And that's what really started all this. But I found out about DYC through America's Got Talent, and then I realized, like, oh, they're in Detroit too. Like, wait a minute, I can do this too. So, yeah.
DJ, did you always know that you wanted to be an actor?
I didn't.
Okay.
To be honest, I never really thought acting was going to be something I would do or I could like have a skill in. It really was only since when I joined DYC and I started working with productions with Jala that I like kind of started to find my passion with acting and musical theater and all of that. Because I've always wanted to be a singer, dancer, musician, and all of that. Because I've been around music my whole entire life. But I haven't really got to really analyze the whole acting aspect of it. And since I've been in it, I've really been able to like realize how powerful like that acting itself can be, and like how much I can really do with acting, singing, dancing, all in like the same capacity.
Yes, you can use all of your creative loves and exports, and you can bring them all into one space with theater, which is an amazing thing to think about. And Sydney, same thing for you. I mean, you were just talking now, and you were at 9 years old. watched America's Got Talent, watching Detroit Youth Choir on stage, getting that golden buzzer.
Right.
And then you find out they're here in Detroit. So at that moment, did you say, I'm going to be on that stage and I'm going to act? Or did you think I'm going to be a singer first?
Singer. Ever since I was a baby, like literally a baby. I have videos of me singing with microphones in my hands. I've always wanted to be a singer. Acting really was never on the radar. Now that I'm doing this production, I do want to keep going with acting because I really love it. I love how I can like put my own spins and stuff and can get across messages and entertain people. Like acting is actually really cool, and I need to do it more. I need to do it more.
Good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's nice.
Jayla, just listening to both of them speak about their love and their found love for being on stage and acting, especially when both of them had visions of music first as career paths. What does it feel like for you to introduce young people to theater?
Oh, it feels awesome. Like, I know for me, I was always interested in theater growing up, and like them, I started off like singing and dancing, but I always wanted to act as well. So I did like things in school and in church, but however, I didn't have like the access or like that same opportunities that they had. So for me, it feels good to give them these opportunities and for them to just see their growth. Like I said, I've known DJ since he was like this size, and Sydney is new to me, and I didn't know that she didn't have any acting experience because I would have never been able to tell in her audition. Like she did amazing. Like that was one of those people that I didn't even expect because like she said, if you weren't in our theater program, I probably didn't know the student as well. DJ has been in a bunch of our theater productions, so he's had the time and the training. But it's one of those things where you just got to go for it, and you never know how things are going to turn out. But you know, even after your audition, like Sydney's audition was great, but they both have had to put in the work, and they've been putting in a lot of work, and it shows, and it'll show on stage.
Oh man, and the performance itself, I was very shocked, I think like most people are, when you see Detroit Youth Choir, The Color Purple, like you've been talking about just a little bit as well, whereas these are mature adult themes. How did you adapt it for a younger cast?
So what we do is during our table reads and before we begin any blocking, we always start off by reading the script, making sure that everybody is on the same page, everybody has the same understanding, and they understand what the words are saying. The thing is, like, when you're singing and dancing, you might not pay as much attention to the words. When you're acting, you really have to like read the text and like realize what is going on in this scene. And then once everyone is on the same page, we also have intimacy training. We also have like fight choreography. So everything that happens on that stage, every student is aware of.
Nothing but a big old heifer. Like I said. Bye, Ruby. And.
And they have been, like, we went through it. They know what's going to happen ahead of time. They are comfortable with what's happening. If there's anything that they're not comfortable with, we change it or we adjust it. We make sure that everybody is understanding, but also being truthful and telling the story, because we're not going as far as, like, you know, the film and, like, the adult films. However, we are staying true to the story. And I feel like our message still gets across. So, and they've been great. Like, you know, they've had to, some things, like, you've had to unlearn, or you might have to push the boundary, be a little bit uncomfortable, but after you've created an environment where like all the students are able to trust each other and they trust their director and their scene partner, then it doesn't feel as scary anymore. And then it just feels like a dance. Like it just feels like choreography that you're going through. So we got to make sure that we had that safe space for them.
For you, both DJ and Sydney, what was the hardest part about just the whole entire performance? Was it script reading? Was it research? Was it trying to convey your feelings and emotions properly on stage? What was the most challenging for you, DJ?
I think the most challenging, and honestly the most challenging thing now, is making the space comfortable for everybody. So not just the principal cast members, not just my scene partner, but even the ensemble, even the staff members, whoever's in that space with us, watching us rehearse, letting us, like, to get the show prepared, making the space comfortable. Because the more comfortable the space, the more the show can be conveyed to the audience, the more that the audience can seem more comfortable in the show, and the more that they can get, like, immersed into it, rather than they're just sitting there watching people like walk across the stage and say lines and do whatever. But making it a comfortable space for each other, it it makes it a lot more fun too, because you can add your own aspect to it. When you're more comfortable, you can start to make other certain choices to make sure that they're cool with it, whoever's in your scene. So yeah, making the space comfortable.
Yeah. Same thing, Sydney. What's challenging to you? What has been challenging for you?
What's been the most challenging is like with Shug Avery herself, like how am I gonna put her across to the audience, because there's so many different versions of her, and she has like every single actress that has acted Shug Avery, it's completely different. And I don't want to make her like, say, Jennifer Hudson. I don't want to make her like Heather Haley, even though those are great performances and great actresses. I want to make her mine. And but at the same time, I don't want to make her too Gen Z-ish, because this is the 1910 to 20-ish. Like, yeah, I don't want to make her too kiddish, but I want to make it so, like, she's, like, lively and put my own little spin onto it, like I said. But, yeah, trying to find that balance, I feel like, has been the most difficult. But I think I've been doing a good job. So, yeah, that's...
For you, Jayla, what are you most excited about for opening night?
Ooh, oh man. What am I most excited about for opening night? I think I'm most excited about finally getting this in front of an audience. I feel like when you're in rehearsal, you see things over and over again, and being a director, you start to like hone in on little details. And when it's an audience, a lot of that stuff just goes out the window. Like, they enjoy it so much. Like, they're not working on it, so they're seeing it with a set of fresh eyes. And it's always great and, like, encouraging for people to hear, like, how things are going versus, like, when you're in it working every day since March, you might have a different set of eyes where you're like, oh, we got to fix this, or this thing isn't all the way quite there yet, versus an audience member, that scene might change their life. Yeah, honestly. And it's great to just see. And I'm also proud of all my seniors. Like, it's a lot of them I've, like, just moved throughout the program with, and they have grown so much. Like, even DJ, like, I was like, man, DJ's like one of the nicest people I know. So I don't know how he's going to play Mr., but he is, like, blowing me away every time. Like, he has, like, improved so much, and, like, it's almost like he, like, becomes a different person on stage, and it is so great to, like, see how much he's grown. I feel like this is one of the characters, DJ, I think, like, that is completely opposite from any other characters you've ever played in DYC. Yes. Like, this is something completely out of his, like, personality, maybe even a little bit outside of his comfort zone, but he has, like, been committed from day one, and it shows that he has grown so much. And Sydney as well, like, she has never done this before, like, stepped on a stage being a main character, and she seized her opportunity, and she's taken it, and she has been on stage and committed for every moment, even the hard times, because they know, like, it can get hard, like, especially when we're trying to figure out stuff and figuring out how to tell the truth, or there might be something where you're like, I don't know if I can do this, but they have been committed, like, from the beginning, and that's what I always tell them, like, putting in the effort and staying committed is going to get you way further than being perfect. So
you have 2 casts,
yes,
4 performances.
Yes.
What are the difference between the casts?
So this is our second time doing a double cast. We did it a few years ago for Once on This Island. Double cast is so hard because when we're in rehearsals, it's almost like we have to do everything twice, like teach it twice. But the thing is, we have so much talent in DYC that we had to do 2 casts. I don't think it would have been fair for us to do it with just 1 cast. Like, we have graduating seniors, we have students like Sydney who haven't had a chance to, like, shine on the stage, and, like, our big spring production. And I'm just really glad that other students get a chance to be on stage. And with the 2 casts, I just think that just shows to how much talent we have oozing out of DYC, because there's no way we could just pick 1 Shug, 1 Celie, 1 Mr. We got way too many good people to just pick. And I think the double cast helps because it creates a little bit of competition in between both casts, and it makes them hold each other accountable. DJ. It makes them hold each other accountable. Then you have a reference point where, like, hey, we did this, or I tried it like this. Hey, maybe it seems like this. And then you get to ask both of them, and you know, it gives them a chance to realize things a different way. Everyone thinks differently. Like, our Shugs are played differently, our Misters are played differently, but I feel like the same message gets across to the audience no matter what.
That is beautiful. That's beautiful to even think about, that you have that much talent within the program, that you need 2 separate casts just to get through all of them.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Our entire ensemble cast is, what, like 40, including the ensemble. Our two principal casts plus ensemble is about 40 students.
Yeah.
And that's 40 students working since March 9th.
Yep.
My goodness. All right. Lastly, to our teen performers, and my graduate here.
Yes.
DJ, what are you looking forward to the most? Is this your last performance with Detroit Youth Choir?
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes, it is.
You don't have to go.
No, for real. You could say.
I don't know. I gotta let y'all flourish. I gotta let y'all.
I can't
Gotta
take
wait
up all
on
the
this,
spotlight.
gotta wait on
What are you looking forward to?
I believe. I mean, obviously, with it being my last production, I think basking in the moment. I think being able to just get on the stage and just do it one last time and just get through it and feel through it and just do it, honestly. Just being in the moment, feeling it, letting the audience see how they react in real time, seeing how, like, the ensemble's act in real time. Because, I mean, even though, like, they've seen it and rehearsed it, being in costume with mics, with set and all of that, it still feels different for everybody. And I just think being in the moment, when the lights go on, when the song starts, when the show just begins, like, just getting it through is just gonna make my night. I know that for sure.
Yeah, Sydney, this is your first time, and this is not your last time performing, clearly. This is your first time. So what are you most excited about when those curtains open up?
I'm really excited, like, as a organization as a whole, like, as Primetime, this is our production and us all together showing our talent to everyone, because I know there's a lot of people coming to see the show. Like, I know it's a lot. So as a group, like, showing everybody that, yeah, this is what we can do. This is the Detroit Youth Choir. Like, we got a lot of talent. Like, I'm just really excited. And I feel like even last year, like, that feeling, like, when we all get on stage and just show everybody, that's my favorite, like, feeling. Like, yeah.
Stepping on that stage, yesterday was our first day in the actual space we're going to be on, and I know everybody felt that it feels different being on that stage, because that is like the point of no return. Like, we here, it's no going back. We can only move forward, and it feels like, wow, like, this is getting closer. This is real. And you know, if you have a show without, like, all the costumes and the props and the set, then you know that's just going to all just elevate it. So I'm excited. Our students are good. We got some work to do, but it's nothing that where I don't believe in them. I believed in them from the very start. I know they can do it. I push them because I know I've seen them do it, and I know that they are going to be great. And it's because we have students like these who just don't give up, and yeah, they're great.
That was my conversation with members of the cast of the Detroit Youth Choir's production of The Color Purple. The show is at the Hawk Theater in Farmington Hills. It starts June 26th and runs through June 28th. We'll be right back. This is The Metro.